Alright, welcome to the video guys. So we're going to be looking at a game I played on Erlenberg with my father. It was yesterday or 2 days ago or something like that. It was really, really close, guys. I wanted to bring this one to you. People seem to really like the 12T, you know. I like to feature, anytime I have, a decent game, or like a really close game in this tank. Anything kind of out of the ordinary, just exciting, I like to put it on my channel. So we're going to poke up here. I'm going to slow it down for you guys. There's not much going on at the beginning of this game, but you're going to see that the MT25 basically YOLOs this area. He's looking to make an initial pass. I love, guys, to get into this this bush right here. So I will, constantly pull up to this windmill thing and keep poking on this bush, because what you do is you spot like a Hellcat over here and stuff. You spot this whole area when you pull up to this bush. It's a really good spot to come to. MT25 is kind of being aggressive, and I'm able to get another shot into him there. So, overall, guys, to start off, like it's looking pretty good. We're able to get a little assist damage. We're able to get a couple shots in, and it's tough to judge right now, but it looks like, we're probably going to be better than this team. Look like there's a Hellcat running out in the middle of nowhere. It just seems like their guys are being very, what word can I use? They're just not making smart plays, guys. Like, this Hellcat's just running out in the middle of nowhere. They're all out of sorts, really, is like, the best term I could, think of at this given time. These guys are all over the place. And they just don't seem like they really know exactly how to play this side of the map. So, I mean, Cromwell's getting whacked. I'm getting some spotting damage on the Cromwell. One of my guys dies too. It must have been Artie or something, yeah. And, KV1S or KV85 is looking for shots over here. We're trying to stay safe, guys. Nothing stupid yet, And, my dad is sitting kind of in the back by Artie over here for now. And the reason he's here is because this is being lost. I was even saying to him, like, the mid is basically like it's gonna be gone soon. So you might as well just stay back. It's up to you. But like with the MT25, guys, that tank is so fat. It's kind of hard to like poke up on ridges and stuff. Even with the 12T, given its gun depression, but the MT25, like, I've played through it, the gun depression on the thing is really bad. So, even with the top gun, it's kind of inaccurate. So, like, you'll miss shots that are up close just as much as you'll miss shots that are far away. So really, the best thing to do is wait. In the MT25, wait until the game really gets going and then make your plays, As opposed to being in like an EBR, you can make plays from the beginning of the game. But with the MT25 especially, guys, you want to just wait, because the tank is extremely maneuverable and it's very, very effective end game, is what I've noticed. But, I've gotten way too aggressive in that thing, because you could like ram people and stuff and do good damage, but, it basically it ends up just making you play too aggressively. So we're looking for shots on the Panzer over here. I think I got one into him. That might have went in there. And we're going to reload. But you can see our 12T is also being very passive, guys. And now my dad has moved up with me over here. And at this point, it's like, if you see everyone that's spotted, only one T78 hasn't been lit. So basically everyone else is over here except the T52 and possibly that T78 and Artie. So I'm still looking for shots on these guys, but I'm considering going for Artie at this point. We take one shot in the Panzer, we put it in, and we're looking for basically just shots on these guys that are pulling, through the mid. So we're going to get one into this guy, two into this guy, and three for the team, as Skill likes to say. And, really just picking away at these guys, it's going to help, our guys that are here. But already I'm thinking, like, this is not good. Like, at this point, even though I thought we were going to be better than this team, it looks like we're kind of losing, this side of the map, as you can see. It's fairly close, but I think they're going to end up, winning that side of the map. So the best thing for me to do is just to kind of check this hill again, and I think, we're going to make a play to go forward. Looks like my dad's going to try and go forward. He stops in this bush. He's looking to also, spot something. And I'm thinking, all right, let's just go for Artie. So tell him, let's go for Artie, because look, only the T78 is unlit, as I said, and pretty much everyone else is actually currently lit. So that tells me that Artie is going to be by themselves. We got 3 M44s that we have to deal with. And if I'm going to deal with all 3 of these Artie, I need someone behind me. So I told my dad, just come with me. You could sit like back here or whatever. And, whatever I spot, I told him I'm going to go spot Artie. Just help me take them out, because I only have 4 shells, right guys? And then I have like an 18-second reload. Plus, like, when you go over these hills, guys, your gun depression gets really wacky. So, there was one arty that was sitting like right here, and you have to get really close to them to try and make, a play. So we spot this arty, spot another M44, and again, guys, as this is going on, you can see my dad taking shots, and see what I mean about having to like poke up like this. And now it gets really, really, uncomfortable, because I have to kind of run away from here, and this M44 is going to end up getting a shot on me right here. So I'm really bad at chasing arty, guys. I just always like tend to run right into their guns. But in any case, the guy didn't pen me, so we're good. We killed both of those M44s. And now my dad's going to move up with me. If you were paying attention to the map during that, you'll realize that we basically lost this whole side of the map, which is what I predicted. So we have a 12T back here who really should be like we're sitting right here, but it's fine. This guy seems like a kind of casual player. And we have our one arty and our Panzer. So I'm going to cap, guys, because in this given scenario, right, I tend to not like to cap. I always want to kill all, but in a game that's close like this, okay, you need to like think and make the proper decision to win the game. So instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to come this way. I'm going to get on cap. I'm going to sit in this bush in case one of these guys comes from here too. You have to be mindful of that. And I'm going to try and get into this bush so I'm basically covered like that. And I don't know if you guys were watching, but there was a tree that fell down here. And, situational awareness, will tell you that. But, I mean, still, you can still see that a tree's knocked down, even if you didn't see it get knocked down, you know what I mean? So you have to assume, look, maybe someone is coming back. This tree could have been knocked down at the beginning of the game, guys, but you have to just pay attention to everything. So my dad's here, I'm here, my dad's going to end up getting lit. This is why I go into the bush line, guys, and you're going to see these guys start to press us, and this is why I decided to cap, guys, because if we cap, what has to happen is these guys have to come back to the base, either this way or this way. They have to come back, because if we're both sitting on cap, it's like a 30-second cap out time, maybe 40 seconds or something like that. And these guys are here, so they can defend the cap easily. But my point being, all these guys are going to want to come back if they see that their base is being capped. So I'm going to go to my view here, guys. T-52 starts coming at me. I'm going to pull back to go solid bush. We're going to put 1 into him. We're going to put 2 into him, and we're going to reload. So T-52 is dead, guys. And, that puts us in a pretty good position, because I know that one of their guys is now on cap. So I'm running a process of elimination, guys. It's more than likely the VK and the 12T, or I'm sorry, either the VK or the 12T that is on cap. And, Artie is probably sitting back here, and here's the T-34. So you're just using like process of elimination. The T-78 is probably also sitting back here somewhere if he hasn't been spotted, or he's like, back in here or whatever. That's my process of elimination. So I know we're in decent shape. The problem is my dad is kind of sitting in the middle of the cap now. So, he's obviously going to be spotted. So I have to reload as quickly as I possibly can and take shots on this T-34-85, because the T-34-85, guys, has some wicked DPM. That tank is really nasty. So look, we're gonna reload, guys. I'm gonna take 1 shot into him, but this guy disappears. And I also see that the VK is now coming back, so it's probably the 12T that's on cap. So we're gonna take 1 shot into this guy. It's actually the T-78. I didn't know, guys. And then the 12T appears there as well. We kill the VK-28, guys, and now I know that the T-34 is going to have shots on me, so I'm going to retreat to this little mound over here. M44 takes a shot on me. I now know where he is. He's sitting somewhere in this area over here, and we're going to get safe behind this ridge line. Now, we know that the 12T is on their cap. There's a lot going. This is why I keep pausing, guys. There's a lot going on here at once. We know that the 12T is now on our cap. Our cap. So Panzer can deal with that. 12T can deal with that. Like, this isn't a huge threat to me. I want to deal with the T-34, because like, you can always come run back, guys, and try and help your team. But in this situation, being that it's just been my dad and I here, and so many people are pressing us, we just have to deal with what's in front of us. So there's nothing I could do about this 12T. The T-78 was on cap. He died. It's 12-10, and really, it's just the 12T, the T-34, and Artie. So this is just, I like to pause and explain, guys, but I'm just, I like to do this to kind of tell you my thought process as the game is going full speed, you know what I mean? So we're able to get 1 more shot into the T-34, and I kind of sacrificed myself to take that last shot into the T-34 and die. You know, my dad's going to get the kill on the T-34-85, and this puts us in a great situation, guys, because, you know, now basically the 12T is here, and either he's going to come back. You know, the Artie is also going to try and press my dad, but there's only two tanks to deal with now, and you know we have the advantage in both HP and tanks. So that's what makes this, kind of a good situation, guys. I think I went in and watched on my dad's computer, so we're gonna have to watch the rest of this from my view. But you know, it might actually be a better view to watch from, if I'm being honest. Like, it'd be kind of cool to watch from back here. But basically, the Artie ends up pressing my dad, and you know, he's trying to sit in the bush as long as he can because he doesn't want to get spotted. And that's what I told him: just get in this bush in case they come from this direction or this direction. And really, that's the end of the madness, guys. You know, but I wanted to pause there a few times to kind of tell you and explain to you guys like what was going through my brain when all this was happening. You know, because there's so much to pay attention to on the map. There's so much in front of you, and you know, as a good player, you really need to process all this information. You know, as if you were like a computer. You know, you have to just process everything that's happening and make the best decision to win the game. 12T is coming over. 12T is a one shot. I mean, you could probably breathe heavily on this guy and he's going to die with 9 HP left. So, you know, this shouldn't really be an issue, guys. It looks like R12T is pressing him, but R12T dies. So I didn't really remember everything that happened in this game, guys, but it becomes pretty close. And I think, okay, so Artie takes out the 12T. I knew my dad didn't get a shot on him. I knew it was just the Artie that pressed him. But I wasn't sure who killed him. So Artie gets a pretty good shot there, guys, and towards the very end of this game, the last couple seconds, here comes the Artie. You can see over here, and my dad's going to wait until the Artie's right on top of him. My dad gets a shot into him. The Artie misses, and he kind of rams my dad, but it was too late. He capped, and that's the game, guys. I didn't save the end plates for this game, unfortunately. I was kind of in the middle of playing with my dad, so we went right into another game. But I can tell you guys that it was 2,378 damage, I believe, if I recall correctly. So I think there was 2 blind shots I hit. And I think the spotting damage was around 1,200. So this was a, I believe it was a first class game. I don't even think it was mastery. We got a couple badges, guys. And, you know, it was a great game, and I wanted to feature this one with you guys to kind of show you, you know, how effective teamwork can be. Like, there was no way I was ever going to take out these two Artie by myself, at least not in the time that my dad and I were able to do it. Like, I would have had to reload for 18 seconds. So, the play that my dad and I made won this game. You know, if we were to stay at our cap, guys, you know, it's very possible that we could have lost this game, because they could have pushed up from this direction and this direction or something. You never know, right? I mean, you don't know for certain what could have happened, but making this play, both my dad and I were able to kill both Artie, and then we get into this bush line, we draw them back to their cap, we're able to kill 2 other light tanks, I believe, right? And, you know, I get a bunch of shots in the T-34-85, and my dad cleans him up. So together, I mean, what do we have? 7 kills we had together. And, you know, if my dad cleaned up the M44 at the end, we would have had 8 kills, you know, just the 2 of us. So, you know, this just goes to show you guys, like, how effective it could be to make certain plays. And this is why I tell you guys, to be a good player, it's all in here. It's all in your map awareness, and it's all in here. It's not how good you can aim or something like that. You know, guys, you have to think about the situation. You know, that's really what World of Tanks is about. It could be a mind game a lot of the times, and you have to make plays and kind of try to predict what the enemy team is going to do. So, hope you enjoyed this one, guys. My dad, I think, had like 900 damage or something like that. He also had a good game, and he had 5 kills, so he was just short of a Top Gun. So for the both of us, guys, this was a fantastic game. And again, I love bringing you guys games in the 12T, so hopefully, you know, you learned something on the map Erlenberg and kind of how to handle maybe a situation that would be similar to this. So that's it, guys. Hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you for the next one. Bye-bye.